This is Watcher 2. I'm receiving your signal. Transmission secure. Nice to have you on a world with modern HoloNet transceivers. You're coming in loud and clear, Cypher 9.
So we can talk freely?
As long as you don't mind being recorded for the archives. Nar Shaddaa is one of the most densely populated city worlds in the galaxy. It's also a major trade hub for criminals and corporations. That's why the terrorists are here. The local cell procures weapons and technology for the Eagle's entire network.
If you're right, we need to cut off those supplies.
Agreed. But there's more to it than that. These terrorists aren't thugs. They're intelligent, coordinated, and well hidden. I've contacted an asset who claims he can help locate them. He's a former operative of ours, effective in his day. When he had to be retired, he was redesignated Watcher X.
How did a Watcher leave Imperial intelligence?
Watcher X was one of our most capable analysts, but he became paranoid, prone to seeing connections and conspiracies where none existed. He was judged unstable and confined to Shadowtown, a Nar Shaddaa slum rebuilt as an open prison. It's where the Empire holds people who know too much. People we might need later. That's all I'm authorized to say.
Send me coordinates and I'll pay him a visit.
Done. Thank you. Shadowtown residents are fitted with motion tracking implants set to explode if they escape. This should keep Watcher X under control. Nonetheless, don't underestimate him. Watcher 2 out.
Step inside. Scan the apartment for important things. Overt threats, escape routes, access terminals. Take your time. Now, look again. Scan for concealed weapons, hiding places. Anything innocent is probably a bug. Anything you don't recognize should be analyzed later. Play the game. I can wait.
Are you Watcher X?
Yes. Formerly Watcher 5, formerly Minder 8. Not that you're authorized to know it. You're a Cypher agent. Specializations in disguise, seduction, infiltration, assassination. You're brave to come to Shadowtown. This could be your future. A bomb in your head, trapped here like a criminal.
Stop stalling and start helping. Now.
Of course. Watcher 2, my sister in the eugenics program, told me what you need. You know that the Eagle's terrorists are using Nar Shaddaa as a supply hub, but I imagine you don't know their latest scheme. The Terror Cell is on the verge of acquiring mass quantities of a new genetic modification serum, Cyclone. They plan to distribute it across the Eagle's network.
What's the serum do?
Cyclone increases a user's speed and focus, transforming an average human into a natural assassin. It's also lethal. A minor defect. We need to learn who created the serum and find their link to the terrorists. You must obtain a sample. A Cyclone dose or a user's blood specimen.
Where would I get a dose of Cyclone?
Distribution is done anonymously, but Cyclone is available to the underworld. Gangsters are excellent test subjects. There's an augmentation shop in the Corellian sector, a place people go for fast, dangerous modifications. Purchase the Cyclone there. I can give you an injection to mimic the effects of long-term genetic damage. You'll be slower and weaker, but you'd make a convincing Cyclone buyer.
Go ahead. I'll play the part of a genetic wreck.
One moment, and I'll be done. There. Now you should be on your way. Get to the shop, get me my Cyclone or my blood, then we find the link to your terrorist enemies.
Gahal Ravul Asjon Uruet Untumata.
Zakazag Urgelu Qual Kunkas Urtumul Nula Uma.
Enques Unda Mantulu, Hua Urzelanan.
Ubude Wahalu Ful Kuleg Ukunet Ugustama Akukuzaudu.
I hear there's a new serum going around. A Cyclone. You know about it?
Enswes Unda Metula Uwa Yoxede.
Kumun Haba Ukunet Mekwasta Mahala.
Actually, it's just what I'm looking for.
Boghod. Per.
Pruvata Galgurs Sukaratu Taz Telsavik Muzu Maruf.
Any chance I could meet this client?
La Zatu Mun Zu Lujen Pretenden Untumakwen. Wara bold statud dun un mod ta tolleranza twega. Jonu Luganda la mudu odada justakun.
I really appreciate your help.
Rugul af namul konfu enses kwenu un swat
Uwata male subuju vuzu jemur dul lunu.
juk sufu u jemez ruhu ludunu.
This is Watcher X. I've been waiting for your call. I assume you have my cyclone specimen. Was there any trouble at the augmentation shop? Did you admire their work?
I have the serum. The shop's been dealt with.
Now, we need to analyze the specimen. Figure out where Cyclone comes from. We'll need equipment I can't buy in Shadowtown. There's an abandoned medical laboratory in the Duros sector. If armed refugees haven't stripped it bare, you can run the analysis at the lab's bioscan.
Will these armed refugees pose a problem?
I don't see why. You're a trained killer. Kill them. Hello again, Cypher. I'm seeing everything the bioscan sees. Blood, genetic codes. Who did this sample come from? I think it was an evokai. I'm going deeper now, Cypher. Looking for a signature to tell us who the artist is. Curious?
This serum is art to you.
Of a sort. It's not hard to appreciate when you see the intricacies. I have a corporate match. Cyclone's coding process is registered to Sinchet Industries. Sinchet used to manufacture droids, food supplements, medical supplies. But Sinchet declared bankruptcy 5 years ago. The company is gone.
Someone else must be using their technology.
Sinchet, a dead company, is connected to Cyclone. Cyclone is connected to the Terror Cell. We need more. I'm finding one former Sinchet executive currently on Nar Shaddaa. He left the company just before it dissolved. Question him about Sinchet. We need to know what happened to their resources, whether they had terrorist connections.
Shouldn't be hard to interrogate a rich businessman.
Your executive is named Jordal Tlan. Rich, eccentric, reclusive. Stays in his private casino lounge. Only associates with droids. No visitors allowed, no weapons allowed. He'll need a reason to talk to you, to be desperate to talk to you.
I know how to make men desperate for me.
I doubt Tlan is tempted by flesh. He's been with his droids too long. Use the resources you have. See those medical crates? Combine their chemicals correctly and you'll have an undetectable poison. Tlan's serving droids won't notice if you poison his drink. When he sweats and chokes, offer the antidote in return for cooperation.
You know, you're really twisted.
Think you can talk your way into a meeting? Good luck persuading his droids. I'm sending the formulas for poison and antidote. The important thing is to get to Tlan. Get him talking about the terrorists, Cyclone, and the dissolution of Sinchet.
Master Tlan requested my repairs be completed in time for tomorrow's swoop race broadcast. You are supposed to comply.
I'm not a mechanic. I can't keep repairing you things when you malfunction.
Then I shall inform Master Tlan of your inability to perform your duties.
That's not necessary. Why don't you clear your memory of the last 5 minutes? Hey, you! This is Master Tlan's lounge. Is there something I can help you with?
I hope I'm not intruding. What's your name?
I'm Natula Pan. I assist Master Jordal Tlan, tend to his lounge and the droids. It's a pretty nice gig. When Tlan left the business world, he picked me up, bailed me out of debt. Now I work for one of the richest men on Nar Shaddaa.
Can you arrange a meeting for me?
You don't know who you're dealing with. Tlan doesn't take visitors. I'm the only person he's seen in a year. Even if I wanted to set you up with a meeting, and I don't, sorry. What would I tell him? Some stranger wants to chat?
Tell him an old friend wants to talk about Cyclone.
If you say so. I'll give him the message and see what he wants to do. Well, says I'll talk to you. Wouldn't plan on an extended visit, though. Go through that door, keep your distance from Tlan and the droids, and don't take too long. Got it?
I really appreciate your help.
Just be careful in there.
Alert. Scanning for weapons. Warning. Visitor is armed.
Ignore the droids. Nutella says you're persistent, but I don't know what you think you'll find here. Sinjet's gone. Bankrupted by the war and sold off piece by piece for a tidy sum. Made me rich, but that life is over.
Master Tlan, if you're everything I've heard, you must have stayed involved. I bet you could tell me stories about Sinjit. And Cyclone?
I can guess things. Doesn't mean my hands are in the basket. Besides, you're nobody to me. Why would I reveal confidential information to you?
Maybe it intrigues a girl.
You're playing games. I like that. Here's a story you might be interested in. A story about Vervgen, one of Sinchit's subsidiaries.
Do go on. You've got my undivided attention.
Vervgen developed medical technology, mainly genetic modification serums. Not one of Sinchit's more profitable branches. When we put Vervgen on the market, we got some strange buyers. Paid cash and kept their names secret, took the company and all its technology.
Can you contact the buyers?
I wouldn't know how. You could try yourself. Vervgen's offices were on the upper levels of the city. So far as I'm aware, the old buyers are still in charge. Now, that's the story I promised, and if you found that intriguing, maybe you can stick around a while. It's been a while since I last had company.
Sorry, but I've got to get to Vervgen.
That's a shame. I was beginning to enjoy myself. You can see yourself out. Don't bother the droids when you go, and leave Natula alone.
Hello, Cypher. Always pleasant to speak. You know, I managed to slice into the Star Cluster's holocams. I got to see how you handle field work. You had Jordal Tlan rather taken with you. Congratulations. I didn't think it possible to seduce a man like that.
Let's talk about the mission, please.
Of course. That's why I'm here. So, now we know about Vervgen, a Sinchet Industries medical subsidiary purchased by a shadowy group of buyers. Those buyers were presumably members of the Terracell. The company was acquired to produce Cyclone and other technologies.
I reached the same conclusion.
I've located the Vervgen offices, but I'm unable to obtain personnel records. Their data is very well secured. I need you to set up surveillance. Slice into public terminals around the building perimeter, and I can use HoloNet resources to see and hear inside.
Where should I start?
Vervgen is located in the upper-level industrial sites. The sector is overrun by corporate security. Some may carry Cyclone as a last resort. When you're done, come to Shadowtown. We'll meet in person. Watch your X out. Welcome back, Cypher. Glad you could visit. Most people in Shadowtown seek escape. Spies, assassins. Freedom is the only reason they'd help the Empire. But Imperial intelligence isn't offering me freedom. You know why?
I was wondering about that.
Imperial intelligence is scared to let me free. But the Watchers know that if I refuse to help, my mental conditioning reacts. If I disobey a superior, I get headaches. They last for days. So I may as well help you. The alternative is less pleasant.
Has intelligence done that to anyone else?
Oh yes. But I know you're eager to get back to business. Now that we have surveillance, I've been able to monitor Vervgen's activities. The results are enlightening. As we suspected, they're manufacturing Cyclone. In fact, Vervgen is preparing a large quantity of serum for transport and distribution.
They're transferring the Cyclone to other cells in the network.
That's exactly right. Vervgen's day-to-day management is expecting a visit from the owners. That's when the Cyclone will be turned over. Security will increase. Employees sent home, holocams activated, internal defenses powered on. But get into the meeting unnoticed, and you'll find the Terracell leaders.
Going unnoticed is my speciality.
I'm aware of that. But even ciphers have their limits. With effort, we can create a cybernetic disguise combining armor, implants, and holographic technology. You would appear to be a Class 5 droid. Most security devices don't screen mindless droid workers. Fitted with such a camouflage system, you could walk into Vervgen unmolested.
Being covered in cybernetics and holograms doesn't exactly sound healthy.
It should be safe. Granted, I haven't seen it tested. I've already assembled the system's components. All that remains is to implant the cybernetics necessary to hide your life readings. I can put you to sleep with an anesthetic before making the incisions. Otherwise, we can begin. The procedure should be swift.
Is all that really necessary?
The implants are smaller than blaster cartridges. The disguise is needed. Really, there's no need to be squeamish. Now, awake or asleep?
I'll go to sleep. But this had better work.
Of course. I'll try not to cause any damage while I'm inside. Finished. I've inserted 3 implants along your spinal column. You'll never feel them. Congratulations. From now on, you'll be able to pass as a machine.
A droid disguise. Just what I've always wanted.
It won't be long before the cell leaders arrive at Vervgen. I suggest you get to the meeting. Eliminate everyone. Afterward, I'll contact you for confirmation. Good luck, Cypher.